It's my pleasure and privilege to introduce our guest of honor, Mr. Indraneel Ganguly. I've had the privilege of working with him in my previous assignment, and I always used to admire him for the way he used to connect with students. And when we wanted to find out a person to address our children during the valedictory function, I couldn't think of anybody other than Mr. Indraneel, because the program is unique in all ways, and I'm sure he's going to connect with you and give you a real good message today. Thank you, Indraneel, Mr. Indraneel, for accepting our invitation on such a short notice and being present here today. Let's put our hands together to welcome Mr. Indraneel. I would like you to come over and address the gathering.
I think Mr. Indraneel deserves a huge round of applause. He's not the person you think he is. He is the owner of a pragmatic, very dynamic, very powerful personality, and he's also the co-founder of Pragmatica Consultants, which he founded along with his wife. He's a very passionate human being, so I think you will really enjoy what he has to tell you. So I welcome Mr. Indraneel formally, along with Ms. Jyotis, to address the class of 2021. We are all ears, Mr. Ganguly.
For my children to set their dreams high, okay? So he's an accomplished industry professional. In the course of his 26-year-old career, he played leadership roles in corporate organizations like HP, Tata Communications, HCL, Computer Sciences Corporation, etc., where he successfully devised and executed strategies and built strong relationships with his clients and other stakeholders. After leaving the corporate world because of his passion for education, Indraneel co-founded Pragmatica Consultants, a company that engages with corporates and students, and also in the areas of sales and behavioral training, business consulting, and executive search solutions. He's also an adjunct visiting faculty in marketing, strategy and leadership courses in business schools like Symbiosis, ICFI, Christ, and Xavier's. He considers teaching and interacting with young people his adrenaline rush. He went to La Matinee Boys School in Calcutta and therefore pursued a bachelor's degree in engineering from MIT, Manipal, and a diploma in business management from Indian Institute of Management, Calcutta. His other interests include writing articles and short stories, reading non-fiction, watching world cinema, and looking around for good food. Right? So that's it. We welcome you, Mr. Indraneel.
Right. A very good afternoon. So, the leadership of Premise World School, the parents who are here, the staff and faculty of the school, and above all, my young friends. So, whenever a guest speaker, a guest of honor and comes to speak, when we were students, we'd always look for movements of his hand to see what is the size of the sheet of paper that he takes out from his pocket. So some of these guys used to come out with these long scrolls, which like fall to the ground. I won't burden you with any of that. I have a little bit of a cheat here, but that's just a paper drawn from my pad where I jotted down a few points to talk to you guys about today. So let's get started. So, Albert Einstein once said, "I don't have any special talent. I'm just passionately curious." This word curious, right? It's always a very fascinating word. And curiosity is something that takes us through life. You've also heard the saying, curiosity killed the cat, didn't you? Right? Now, if you have your phones with you, whip it out, go to Google and put in this curiosity killed the cat, and you'll see that was not the complete saying. The complete saying was actually curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back. What does that mean? The joy of finding out, the joy of discovery, the joy of getting to learn new things, the joy of meeting new people, being eternally curious gives a sense of gratification, a sense of such satisfaction unmatched by a lot of other things in life. So, my young friends, you must be curious all your lives, all your lives. There's no, age is never a hurdle to being curious. These years that you've spent here at this school, and I had the pleasure of being taken around your beautiful campus because I came in a little early, and I never had the pleasure of studying in such a large, spaced out school. So I studied in this school which was in the heart of the city of Calcutta, and it was just a small place by these standards, a minuscule place. But something that every school that you've spent either 12 years, some of you have probably been here right from the beginning of your school days, or some of you joined later, you've been here halfway through. But the lessons that your school leaves with you will stay with you through life. Believe me, guys. When today people ask me, when we friends, we talk to each other, we all reminisce the most about our school days. Yeah? We've all moved on, many years back. We've done our graduation and your post-graduation, which you are now going to move out to do. But believe me, when you get to my stage in life, you will still look back with maximum fondness at your school days. The care, the attention that you got here, you will not get anywhere in future. Yeah, the focus, the love that you got from your teachers here. Because hereafter you're stepping into the world of adults. Yeah, the big, grim, serious world of adults. Yeah, is it really big and grim? Yeah, we'll come to that. So, curiosity and the lessons that you take away from school, let that always be abiding factors by which you live. So let's talk a little bit about the world that you're going to go outside and be a part of, right? A lot of you will move into universities abroad. Some of you will move into universities in India, in other parts of India. What you will see is this world around, and let me say, over the last few years, somehow we seem to have lost our sense of diversity. We seem to have lost our sense of tolerance. Yeah? Now that's so sad. That is so sad. I mean, this nation we are all a part of is built on that. Yeah? India is nothing if not diverse. And similar large, countries across the world. So whenever I meet young people, yeah, this is something I always tell them. The harder the world pushes back, the harder you push back. If the world's become too serious, laugh and laugh aloud. That's what will make this world a better place. Right? And it's almost our duty and responsibility to leave this world a better place than we found it. All of us, at whichever stage in life we may be. Right? So celebrate diversity. Yeah? We tend to have this, these biases and prejudices about people different from us. A true test of character is how do you behave in front of, towards people who are somewhat less privileged than you. That's the true test of character. Right? So you must be patient, you must be tolerant, you must understand other people's cultures. Yeah? The food they eat, the way they dress, the language they speak, it'll definitely be different from yours. Yeah, in most cases. right? The more and more further away from home that you go, right, you're going to see very different people from what you've been used to seeing so far. Celebrate that. That is an opportunity that not many people get. You must embrace that with both your hands. Yeah? So, diversity. The other thing I wanted to, talk to you about today is, remember, we are all aiming to achieve good things, right? Every one of us, right? We're aiming high. Yeah, that old saying, aim high so that, you end up high enough. But remember, this world out there, the grim adult world that I spoke of, yeah, the world in which you're not going to be sheltered anymore, right? It's you now. You are creating your own identity. You are moving out of that umbrella which your parents have held for you all these years. Right? You're moving out of that now. You're standing on your own 2 feet, as they say. So there will be times you will be disappointed. A lot of work that you do, a lot of contributions that you make will probably be unrecognized, maybe even rejected. Yeah? That happens to all of us. Happens to all of us. That is your signal that you have to try harder. Right? You must take those as challenges and say, I'll get him to accept my work. I'll get her to accept my contribution. I'll do better next time than what I've done this time. Right? So this is something you must, again, take it as a challenge. Take it as a challenge. A lot of stuff in that world is not going to be of your liking. Yeah, doesn't mean that you just bypass it or something. If it's something that you have to take on, you have to take on, and you have to take head on. Don't be afraid to do that. That's the challenge. That's the personality development. That's the character development which your school has set the foundation of. Right? And I just want to echo what Jyotish just said a while back. Be humble. Humility. We seem to be increasingly forgetting that very beautiful human trait of humility. Please. The world's a lovely place as long as we keep it lovely. Yeah? And humility is one of those ingredients which helps keep it lovely. Yeah? There'll be times in your life where you're going to feel maybe left out. There'll be times in your life when you're going to feel purposeless. What am I doing? Am I supposed to be doing this? Far away from that, thank God. But it may hit you one day. And midlife blues seem to be getting younger and younger. At those points in time, my humble submission to you, young friends, is don't just close your eyes or just ignore that situation and pray that it just goes away. Sometimes it doesn't. Right? Reach out to people. Reach out to people who've traversed that journey before you have. You've got your parents who are probably your best friends in this world, right? You've got your role models. All of you have people whom you aspire to be like. You've got seniors, your alumni, you've got elder siblings. Reach out to them. Take their advice. And you'll see there will come a point when you realize that probably there were a couple of things which I was doing wrong. I need to tweak something here, tweak something there, and then I'm back on track. You're all smart, intelligent people, so there's no reason as to why you should, feel purposeless or, lose that sense of direction once in a while. No, there's no reason at all. If any of you do at any point in your life, don't ignore it. That's my request, right? So that's pretty much the messages I wanted to leave with you today. Hope they have resonated in a little way with at least some of you. And as you probably move out, you've got your board exams coming up, I know, but when you leave the portals of this school for the last time as a student, right? And I'm sure all of you are itching to do that right now, sitting here right now, yeah? Hand on your heart. Not one of you is saying, I want to be here another year, another 2 years. No way, I want to get the hell out of here, right? I've had enough of this place. I'm sure you're thinking that, right? But once you walk out of those portals for the last time as a student, it'll all come back. Yeah, it'll all kind of, it's like a flashback that happens in front of your eyes. Yeah, those are beautiful moments. Savor them. Savor them. Those are beautiful moments because those moments don't come back anymore. You've spent a considerable part of your life in within these walls, right? So class of 2021, I wish you all the best as you move on to your goals, your aspirations. Live life king size, and God bless. Thank you very much.
He deserves a round of, I don't know, bombastic applause, I think. Mr. Indraneel, I would request you to stay back on stage for a little while longer. Yeah, thank you for that very crisp and inspiring, very motivational talk.